At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Don't ask me to talk.
And welcome to 2026 and to another exciting edition of Don't Ask Me to Talk. I'm one of your podcast pals back with you. It's Eric Ryder.
Hey, everybody. And he is joined by the other one, Stacy Heller. I'm wearing the merch today.
Nice.
Yeah. The 6 sweatshirts that were made that say, Don't Ask Me to Talk. My kids made them for the whole family.
Very cool.
Yeah. Back in the day. I still don't have your merch, but I'm already off on a tangent. Here we go.
That's okay. Yeah, I was just thinking we got to set up a shop at some point so folks can get in on that.
Yeah, totally. So, hey, everybody. As you can see, we already go off on tangents. It's what we do. It's what we do best. What do we call ourselves? Conversational off-roaders.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know how people have conversations that follow any kind of boundaries. We were talking about bowling, I think, last time, and how I like to bowl with bumpers, just because it's helpful. But I don't like to talk with bumpers. Like, I want to get in your lane.
You want to come down into my gutter.
I kind of do. And I very often, meet people in the gutter when I have conversations. And
like Oscar Wilde said, we are all of us in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. It's because I fell on my back. There you go. Way to pull out an Oscar Wilde quote. Yeah, I find that it's more interesting. Like, I hear people talking about something, and I have no problem with interjecting, which, I don't know, maybe they do, but that feels like their problem. Anyway, this is my safe space for an hour.
Yes.
I suspect that you do not interject if you hear somebody talking about something.
I am tempted often to do so, but I do not. I figure if I'm in their friend group or if this is a conversation that I'm included in, then I'm happy to interject. But if it's, strangers, I don't butt in.
Well, strangers are just one hello away from being friends.
A stranger's just a friend you haven't met.
Exactly. So, when I hear somebody talking, I'm like, are you talking about that show, blah, blah, blah? And they're like, yeah, I can't think of the actor. And then I, go off, and that's that.
There's a lot of strangers, though, that I don't think I want to be friends with, so.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So, apparently, I just like the sound of my own voice more than you like the sound of yours. Which,
Is that is that quote from something besides the Simpsons episode where they were doing the musical Oh Streetcar, which was the musical version of Streetcar Named Desire?
Uh-huh.
A stranger's just a friend you haven't met, but I feel like that's from something else.
I do feel like it's
but I don't know
legit
what it is.
Quote from something.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll look that up. Because again, this show is edutainment. We educate and entertain you here on Don't Ask Me to Talk, which, by the way, if you want continuous, ongoing edutainment, remember, you can actually listen to this show if you don't already on your favorite podcast platform, and you can go back and listen to past episodes where we talk about everything and our mother. Sort of.
And sometimes we get the kitchen sink in there.
Definitely the kitchen sink. Uh-huh.
Yeah, as I look it up, it's almost exclusively Simpsons references. So I'm going to credit them on that one.
Look at them being so that's That's very philosophical and positive.
Yes, well, it was.
It was a musical.
Yes. Yeah.
And a musical tends to be very positive.
Because if I remember right, and I haven't watched this episode in a while, but Blanche DeVoe, I think is the name of the character in Streetcar Named Desire. And
Blanche Dubois.
Blanche Dubois, yes.
Which means white wood.
And then she says in both the film and in this episode of The Simpsons, I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when they sing the song. And it's a friend is just a stranger is just a friend you haven't met.
Okay.
So
I'm now going to have to watch that.
it's a very good episode.
Fun fact, when I was in high school, the area that I grew up in, like most areas, there was a bunch of different schools in the area, and one of them was called the Hun School. It's around the Princeton, New Jersey area. And a girl that I had previously gone to my high school with transferred to that school and had a pretty strong arts program. Well, in her class and in the play that she was doing, A Streetcar Named Desire, was Ethan Hawke. And he was playing whatever his name is. And
Stanley?
no, I don't think he was Stanley. I think he was the other guy.
Okay.
I don't remember. Anyway, he was great. Now, I will tell you, I was one of the theater kids at my all-girls school. And I did behind-the-scenes stuff. I helped with lighting and stage direction and all these different things. And I never kept any of our programs, but I actually kept the Streetcar Named Desire program from seeing him in A Streetcar Named Desire. And not because, like, I was thinking anything other than, like, this was really good. Like, this kid's got some acting chops. Well, look at me predicting talent.
Yes, he's very talented. Was he Harold Mitchell, maybe?
Maybe, although it would make more sense for him to be Stanley, because he was definitely one of the leads. And
Stanley Kowalski.
Yeah. So maybe he was Stanley.
Well, as I look at the character list, those are the two guys.
Yeah.
Along with Blanche and Stella.
So
Stella!
Yes. And now that you do that and sound just like him, I'm pretty sure that he was Stanley. So, anyway, okay.
And,
look.
This ties, we're not to that segment yet, but this ties in remarkably well with my cultural blind spot for this week, because it is also a musical, which I very rarely subject myself to, but also the inspiration for a very famous episode of The Simpsons. So we'll talk about that in the second segment.
I feel like it's Guys and Dolls.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to have to think. I don't know enough about Simpsons to know what they would have parodied. Okay. I'm so excited. I love a musical.
Yeah, here's a hint. I think it's the only episode of The Simpsons you've ever seen. So
oh, yeah.
that might indicate it for
okay.
you, but
all right.
we can dive in deeper. You see if you figured it out here when we get to the second segment.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, hey, how's it going?
It's going
What's
all right.
shaking?
2026 is where we are living. Shockingly enough, I never, when I was a kid growing up, thought of like 2026 as being a real thing.
You didn't think beyond 1999.
Well, I often thought about the year 2000. Like, well, geez, how old will I be in 2000? But beyond that just didn't seem like real. That seemed like science fiction.
Right.
So now we're officially in science fiction, which explains a lot about what's going on in the world.
Well, less science and more fiction.
Well, dystopian future or has become dystopian present.
Right. Like, remember when that genre was so popular in books and film? And, like, apparently people thought that it was a playbook.
Yeah, I think some people took the wrong lessons from the dystopian future fiction.
Yeah.
That was very popular.
Yeah, but hey, we don't talk about those things.
No.
We don't talk about Bruno, another musical.
Right. This is your safe space away from that.
Exactly. So no worries.
Yeah. So we've had a week in 2026, and for me, so far, it's been okay. Nothing shockingly crazy, except for I do have a gum grafting surgery coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh.
And I thought, okay, this is going to be like an in and out kind of thing. But I had the prequel, they gave me the rundown yesterday, and it sounds like it takes a lot longer to heal up than I thought it was going to take.
Oh.
So this will be interesting.
How are you going to talk?
Well, that's a good question. I may be having to, do my half of the podcast with signs that I hold up, a la Bob Dylan.
It'll be great because
I was gonna
say in excess. It'll be great because I'll be like, Eric says this, and you're like waving frantically. No.
Trying to scratch
exactly
it out.
You're welcome.
Correct.
You're welcome in advance. That's kind of awful. I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah, hopefully it's all right. Just the amount of like painkillers and stuff that I'm supposed to alternate between just made me slightly more nervous. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I thought I was just going to go home and it was going to be fine. And they're like, yeah, if you're bleeding too much, just take the shunt out. And I'm just like, whoa.
Okay.
I didn't think I would have this kind of this many steps or this much to do, but okay.
Oh.
Not really a shunt. I forget what they call it, but it's like
but...
just a plastic thing that goes over the top of the area. And they're like, yeah, you can't brush this part. You can brush around it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, God.
You don't want to jostle that sucker.
Oh, that just seems hideous.
Yes.
I will say I had a crown put in once, and I had to go to like the crown artiste, and so that they could match it. And it was like, okay, just shove this on, like when he's done. And I was like, say what now? And they're like, yeah, it'll just fall into place. And I'm like, that just seems wrong. Like, and it's going to stay there. And like, we trust me. Like,
right.
I didn't go to dental school. Well, it's still there. But that was an uncomfortable thing.
I do want to say I had an awkward interaction when I had the pre-op rundown thing.
Ooh.
Because like immediately like going home, they're like, oh yeah, today we're going to bill you for the amount for the surgery, which they didn't give me a heads up on. So I didn't have my HSA card. So I'm just like, oh, can I don't have my HSA card. Can I pay for this later? And they're like, okay. And like, I honestly, this last week, I have been sleeping very poorly. So I'm like coasting on fumes. So the lady's like, okay, well, can I call you at 11? And I'm like, well, I'm driving to work at that time directly after this. So won't have it. Okay. It's at like 10 o'clock right then.
Right. She's like, I'm after you.
Yeah, she's, yes. And I'm like, I won't have the card then. Can we do it tomorrow? And then she's like, okay, I'll call you at 8 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm so like, sleep deprived that the idea of waking up an hour and a half early for me to take a call where I give, credit card details, were just like, I said no. And then immediately felt like really bad.
Oh,
because
look at you, because you're not really that way.
Coming
you're
off
always
like a jerk when I just I need to sleep in till my alarm goes off.
You all sassy.
So, yes. Yeah. So like when she actually did call at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because I think she got the hint.
Uh-huh.
I was so nice.
There you go.
How are you? How's your
Oh, I
day?
have it right here.
Looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday as you cut into my mouth.
Yeah.
So, yes. But, because I always feel bad when it's just somebody doing their job. But
Of
it's
course.
you
But
just
there's a way to do the job.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure that they have gotten the graft, the shaft, many times from people. So, I get it.
Right.
And also, I mean, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Eric snapped, man.
Well, I mean, I said no. I didn't.
That, for you, is like the Mount Vesuvius of snapping.
I didn't erupt. I was like, that's going to be a hard no for me, dog.
Okay, so you actually Randy Jackson.
Well, it was somewhere in between.
Okay, all right.
So,
well,
yeah, so that's been my week. And Gertie had her checkup.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard back yet if her expensive medication is doing the trick yet for her. But she seems very happy and healthy. So we got our fingers crossed still.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And how about you? How's 2026 been treating you?
You can't see my eyes rolling in the back of my head.
Did you snap at anybody?
Who haven't I snapped at? So, if I haven't made it clear, I think I've talked about the fact that we're selling our house before.
Yeah.
Now, we also happen to be moving to a different state.
Okay, you haven't talked about that on the air yet.
So, we are moving to a different state. We're moving to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. And great. My husband got a new job there. That's going to be awesome. The kids are all out of the house, so we don't have that responsibility. We were selling the house anyway, which was pre-planned. However, now we're moving with a purpose. So before it was like, we'll stage the house with our stuff. We'll get there in our sweet time, whatever. Now it's like, you got 90 days.
Wow.
Gotta get out.
Yeah.
And we are moving to San Antonio. He took a job with USAA, and he is super excited to be affiliated with that association in particular because it is, if you don't know about it, it helps military and their families.
Right.
And, so he's like, their mission is like crazy good. And what he does, they are looking to revamp and improve and make changes. And that's what he does.
That's great. And congratulations to him. I'm going to miss seeing you here in person.
I know. We're just going to have to zoom.
Yes.
So, so no fear on that, people. It'll just maybe sound a little bit different. And I might start saying y'all and howdy and all that. So everything is suddenly very quick. Like he accepted the job like, I don't know, the 9th or 10th of December. And here we are. We're already at the beginning of January and he's already in San Antonio, like doing new employee stuff and like working. And so it's been very, very quick. So now when the kids were home for the holidays, it was like, Merry Christmas. And then on the 26th, it was like, do you want this? Do you want this? Are you moving this? Do you want us to store this? So our whole house is really torn apart. 18 years in this house, 6 of us living there. I am by no stretch of the imagination a hoarder, but I am a creative decorator. I have things all around. And so I'm tearing it all apart. The painters are like, we're coming in. And I'm like, great, I moved everything to the center. Like, remember when you moved everything to the center of a room so that you could paint it, with the rollers and that kind of thing? No. They basically just spray paint the bejesus out of rooms anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, that's not good. You're going to need to move everything out. And
right.
So I'm now playing the game like steal from Peter to pay Paul kind of thing. I'm like, okay, I'll move everything out of those rooms and I'll dump it into this room. But then now I've got to move everything. It's a mess. Everything is a mess. So you know what I'm doing? I'm doing Lego sets. I'll tell you about that during our cultural blind spot thing.
Okay.
This has been my therapy of like how to quiet my brain because every day I walk around the house and I like go to get a roll of toilet paper under the sink cabinet. And I'm like, well, I might as well go through that. I don't need that basket anymore. And let me throw this away. Because our plan is to move from this 2-story, 4-bedroom, kind of 5-bedroom house in the suburbs to like a 2-bedroom apartment in Texas.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really paring it down.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed.
And you're okay with this.
You know what? I weirdly am. Like, I was telling some friends about this, and I am a sweat the small stuff person. Like, the packing it up and the going through stuff and marking it off and doing all of that, like, that is giving me agita. The whole idea of completely moving to a different state that is hotter than hell and in a completely different part of the country that I have never been to. I mean, it's Texas.
Right.
And I know, listeners, you may be shocked to hear I'm sort of I'll call myself a moderate liberal.
You're a coastal elite.
I'm a coastal elite.
Yes.
I mean, like, come on. I just am. And, like, I got no beef with whatever. But I'm moving to an area that, while the dot is blue, the state is very red. And it's going to be a culture shock. I'm contemplating getting a pickup truck, though.
Okay.
I've always wanted a pickup truck. Always. From forever ago.
All right. Well,
I mean, you know, doing my one errand for two of us to go to Trader Joe's, I really think I need to haul the groceries back in a pickup truck.
sure.
I just want to fit in. Anyway.
You can hang those Trader Joe's reusable bags from your gun rack. Yes.
Exactly. There's going to be a lot of cultural blind spots.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have lots to talk about
Culture
there.
shock.
Culture shock. I am super excited for this adventure, this job that he's taking. You know, Pete is close to retirement-ish, and so it's not like it's going to be the next 20 years. And we're sort of in this spot where, with our kids being grown and out on their own and, you know, California, Washington, New York, we're like, hey, we get to choose some place that's new for both of us and go have an adventure.
Yeah.
And it sort of makes you feel like young and excited to start something new again.
All right.
So we're excited for it. And also, guys, if you need anything, I am giving away so much stuff. And so I've told you before to contact me, and now's the time. If you're local and you need some imported from France by my mother demi-tasse glasses or coffee cups, I am your girl. Yeah, that's the kind of nonsense that I have. But I also have things like I had a Chewbacca doll. Uh-huh. I have a wide range of items. And you know what? There's a lid for every pot. So let me know if you need anything. You can do that very easily by texting or leaving me a voicemail at 475-999-2726. I would love to give you some little piece of me as a thank you for listening to the program.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with me.
Well, if you got spare garage shelves, I could probably take those off your hands. But otherwise, we're full up.
Oh, I might.
Okay.
Oh, all right, we'll
Let's
talk.
talk after the show.
I'm like literally everybody that comes in. When the plumber came by to do an inspection the other day,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, by the way, the new house rule is when you leave, you have to take something with you. And he was like, ugh. And so I made him look at like this table that we have of stuff. And he's like, well, my brother is a big fan of Star Wars. And I was like, here's a
There you
Chewie
go.
doll.
Wow.
Here's a Star Wars Build-A-Bear with an outfit change of Santa. Here's a Pez thing. I was just like piling stuff in his arms. And he's like, my brother's going to be thrilled.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I mean, I wish that you had maybe let me in on the Star Wars Fun Fest. As you know, I'm a big fan, but
I know, but I didn't think you'd want like a
but
Build-A-Bear.
that's okay. You like the plumber more than me. That's fine.
Okay, if it makes you feel better, I have a Stormtrooper phone holder.
What?
Yeah. I use the Spider-Man one all the time. I will bring in the Stormtrooper phone holder for you.
Just send me a picture. That's fine.
No, I'm not sending you a picture. I'm bringing it in,
Oh,
and you're
no.
going to use that thing. Yeah.
I don't have a phone to hold though.
Yeah, you just, whoop. It's not like it's a big thing. It's a little tabletop thing.
Okay. I was thinking like a home phone. kind of thing.
No. It's just like a
remember
little
those
stand.
Mickey Mouse phones where he's
Yes.
holding the receiver? That's what I was picturing in my head.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little figure and his arms are out like this and you put your phone on it. And
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
perfect. Look at
Love
that.
to have it.
Another item gone.
Awesome.
Yes.
You know what else is gone? Our time for this segment.
Well,
so
there you go.
let's take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll dive into our cultural blind spots for this week.
Perfect.
Stay tuned. I crossed off a big one.
Woohoo. Hey, I'm Stacey Heller. I'm one of your podcast pals, along with Eric Ryder from Don't Ask Me to Talk. Are you liking what you're listening to? Awesome. We would love if you would follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram as Don't Ask Me to Talk. We also are wherever you find your favorite podcast. You can follow us, subscribe, like, rate, whatever it is that you do. You can also email us. That's asking@don'taskmetotalk.com. And if you'd like, text or leave us a voicemail at 475-999-2726. Basically, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.
And we're back right here on another exciting edition of Don't Ask Me to Talk. Eric Ryder, one of your podcast pals right here.
Hey, and I am Stacey Heller. I am affectionately known as the other one.
That's right. Even though
And,
you're the main one.
I'm not the main one.
Yes, you are.
We are co-main ones.
Fair enough. See? But that means that you are a main one.
Yeah, okay. So you're right. I will not
Yes.
deny that I am a main one, but I am a co-main one.
Yes. A main one rather than the main one.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay.
I guess I missed
We're
it.
like Rhett and Link.
I don't know what that is.
Good Mythical Morning?
I
Okay.
you've talked about that on the show, but I haven't listened to it.
Wow. Okay. It's only 29 seasons, but whatever. Okay. Okay, cultural blind spots.
Yes.
You hinted at what you watched, referencing Simpsons, and I am trying to rack my brain because you're right. I did watch because you sent me that episode to watch, and I cannot think.
I sent you a list of episodes
ones to watch.
and you watched one of them.
Yeah, and I cannot think.
Do you remember the episode that you watched?
I do, but it was like about the like the not the amusement park or the something coming into town.
Monorail.
Yeah.
Monorail.
Yes.
Monorail.
The monorail episode.
That's right. Marge versus the Monorail, which
Is it
was
Music Man?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I watched The Music Man for the first time ever.
Wow. Wow. What'd you think? It's Dick Van Dyke, right?
No.
Oh. It's not?
No.
I thought it was Dick Van Dyke.
No. Dick Van Dyke is not involved. But it does have Shirley Jones, who went on to be in the Partridge Family.
Yeah.
And she is absolutely a babe in this movie.
She's so cute.
Had no idea.
Yes, she is so cute.
And it stars Robert Preston
Ah,
as Professor Harold Hill,
that's right.
whose real name is Gregory, as we find out, from his buddy, Buddy Hackett, who plays Marcellus Washburn, and a whole bunch of other, a baby Ron Howard.
I was literally about to say, isn't Ron Howard in this? He's like
Yes.
the son of Shirley Jones, right? Or little brother or something.
Little brother.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes. They are brother and sister, although that's quite a gap between them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're Irish immigrants in the, gosh, when is this set? Like 1912, I think it is.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they had several siblings that passed on
Between
between
something, I don't
those
know.
two. Yes.
Yeah.
And this one was interesting because there's parts in this that are really funny. But, you know, I'm just not a fan of musicals. And so there was some songs that I actually enjoyed, like the ones with the salesman on the train.
Yeah.
And where they're just kind of like, it's almost like hip hop. They're like just talking through these songs.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed those ones, but the ones where Shirley Jones, and again, a total babe in this movie, but where she sings, she's got this operatic voice that just is like fingernails on a chalkboard for me, so I kind of muted her during.
They're very
Yes.
very ballady
Right.
vibes, and
Then
it's like,
there was you, and it's just like, okay, yeah, yeah. And she's got like 3 solos in this movie.
yeah.
And they just seem to go on for a long time. And this movie's
That's how
2.5 hours
Oklahoma
long,
is. Yeah.
by the way.
Is
and
it really?
Yeah.
They couldn't get through that story faster.
They could have if they chopped out some of these pointless songs.
Oh.
And then the whole storyline, for those that don't know, and I feel like I may be the only one that hadn't seen this movie before. Because it is another one where you go, oh, that's what that's from. Like right here in River City.
Yep.
We got problems. Another one where they're kind of rapping about, the big problem is that someone has a pool table at a bar, and that's going to corrupt the youth of River City.
Yep.
It's insane. But this guy, Robert Preston's character, is really good at selling these people on the idea that they need a marching band. And his whole scheme is to convince all the parents in town to buy their kids an instrument and a uniform for being in a marching band that doesn't exist yet.
Details.
Yeah. And he's going to teach them all how to play their instruments and stuff. Even though, spoiler, he doesn't know how to play an instrument, doesn't know really anything about music. But the scam is just so flawed because it's like this is a thing that he's done many times before. And at least that's how they set it up in the movie.
Yep.
But how does this guy make any money whatsoever? He spends a whole summer in a town convincing people to buy instruments and uniforms, which he then provides for them. So I guess he's getting a marginal markup on each one of these things, but why didn't he just open a store?
You're so funny.
There's got to be an easier way to make
just do a
living.
Pop-up. Just a little pop-up.
Start a catalog. You wouldn't have to travel.
The J. Pierman catalog.
They've got a music teacher in town, Shirley Jones, who's also the librarian.
She's, you got to hold 2 jobs when you're single and you're a teacher. Like, you need to make money.
Yeah. And for some reason, she's the librarian because the rich guy in town started a library for the people a la Carnegie, but he left all the books to her when he passed on, which has got to be the weirdest way to get a job. Like, okay, you can fire me, but I'm taking all the books with me. To where? A whole library full of books?
I'm taking them to my garage.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, well.
And it doesn't make any sense for Harold Hill to make a living, again, spending a whole month in a small town convincing people to join a band. And not just that, but he talks rivals into becoming a barbershop quartet. And I mean, he seems to be good at getting people excited about music. He should have been a music promoter, should have started a choir. There's so many things that would have been so much easier for him rather than just trying to convince people that he can teach them how to do music by thinking about it. You just think about it, and then you'll know the tune. That would be wonderful if that worked. I would have loved that. Why did I spend 20 years learning how to play the guitar if I could have just thought about it?
I mean, I will say I have taken his advice to heart when I sing along, but I'm often told to shush. I just think about it, and I sing along, and it's terrible.
You can just think about it when you're humming or when you're singing. But when you're playing the piccolo, I am sorry. You need some musical instruction.
It's true, you do.
And there's so much in this movie where it's like, these people are just like, they set it up like the whole town is full of cranks. And then as soon as he starts talking about music, they're so excited. They like start singing and dancing. And if you like remove yourself from the idea of a second of like, this is a musical, it's like these people really have mental health issues because they're like,
because that's all it took,
right?
To get them.
They're
to
hearing
like,
all these horns and stuff that don't exist. And if remember that video with Mick Jagger and David Bowie singing "Dancing in the Street,"
dancing in the street,
and then somebody stripped out the music from it, so it's just. The sound of like a dog barking and like cars going by and stuff.
Yep.
So you hear the actual audio rather than the music. For a second, I would think about that during 76 Trombones, where there is no trombones pictured, and just think of like what this really sounds like with like 50 people in town with no musical training, trying to sing 76 Trombones, that's a whole lot of trombones, by the way.
It would be the kids learning recorder in grammar school. Like, you don't know this because you maybe did it as a kid, but every one of our kids had to learn the recorder in a section of music at school, and they would like get a different ribbon, almost like, you know, how in karate you get a different color belt as you move up through the ranks. And listening to them do the recorder concert is like listening to the trombones. It is hideous. It is mind-numbingly awful. So like you talking about like the real version of that is a recorder concert at an elementary school.
And for a second, they kind of hint at it when the kids come in with their instruments and start to play a song. It sounds bad, but it at least the tune is recognizable. Mm-hmm. So he just like miraculously lucks out that these kids have somehow learned enough of the music to impress their parents. But even still, they've got instruments, they've got uniforms. Shirley Jones's character could actually teach them how to play instruments.
Wow, you scammed them.
Yes. How does this scam work? It's insane.
I don't know. It was a kinder, gentler world back then, ? Where scams weren't that scammy. I don't know. It's a feel-good musical.
So it doesn't make any sense. Is the point I'm trying to make here. It's got some funny stuff in it, like when the mayor's wife is objecting to him and he says, "Not a poop out of you." It's like, did poop mean the same thing back then as it does now?
I don't know.
Because
yeah.
Because it's funny, but is it meant to be that funny?
Right.
It's like, I don't know, but it's funny.
I would have thought it would have been peep, but that's
No,
fine.
well, he says, I mean peep.
Yeah.
But before that, he says, "Not a poop out of you," which, okay.
All right. Look at him.
We're in an ice cream shop, so I should hope not. But yeah, this is a fun romp. But boy, if they had just trimmed out about a half hour out of this thing, it would have been a lot more fun, I think. But it is a good one to check off because there's so much culture that has been inspired by this thing, not least of which the Simpsons' very fun episode,
The Monorail.
Marge versus the Monorail.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That definitely inspired Conan O'Brien to write that episode. And so it's a lot of fun, but yeah, could have been shorter and it would have been even better. But that's the beauty of watching at home rather than in a theater. You can mute when you don't want to hear Shirley Jones's caterwauling.
Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's there is some stuff that doesn't age well. Betty Hackett's musical number, for one, where he's like, "And most girls who kiss on the first dates are hussies."
Oh, right.
But
right.
second date, she's not fussy. Like, what are you talking about? And then the whole song is shapoopy, shapoopy. Again, did poop mean the same thing back then?
I don't know.
Because shapoopy, that's what he's looking for, is shapoopy.
A lot of scat singing.
Yeah, and Robert Preston's whole thing about how he doesn't, Yeah, he likes the sad but wise women. Is also a little bit creepy.
Right.
Yes.
Like a little desperate.
Yes.
Like, let's read between the lines.
Right. Who can I prey on, basically?
Right.
Yes.
Have you seen Singing in the Rain?
I have.
What do you think?
I think
of
that's
that?
a better musical.
That is a great musical.
Yeah.
The bit that they do in the black and white, and then his whole, like, we're going to do a thing where I go into the nightclub and I'm, like, dancing with Sid Cherie, and that was a little long.
Yes.
But that said, Singing in the Rain is an amazing musical.
So I can appreciate a musical
Okay,
when
I
it's
just
really
wanted
good.
to see, like,
I'm not a big fan. It's not something that I'll seek out, but occasionally I'll watch one and I'll think like, okay, hats off, this is great. Singing in the Rain is, is as far as musical goes, probably a masterpiece. Brilliant dancing, great songs, great performances. The plot makes somewhat more sense.
Yep.
But the Music Man probably has better jokes. So I'm going to give it to the Music Man on funny. So I'm giving this one like a 60% thumbs up. But yeah, if you hate musicals, just be prepared to hit that mute button.
Yeah. There's that. All right.
I wonder if someone's done like an edit of the Music Man where they cut out the music, because that could be like a great 45 minutes of just funny dialogue and stuff.
Well, and there's very much like that transatlantic dialogue stuff that happened during a certain period in Hollywood history where it was like, so you say you're going to provide like a bunch of uniforms for the kids and music,
Right.
bah, 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 bah. Like there was just this whole...
Which he does.
Yeah.
He fulfilled the contract.
I mean, and so like the banter is very like... Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be 1912.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Spoiler alert.
Oh, it was 1962.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we're 50 years later. 60 years later? 60 years later.
50.
Right. I can't do math.
Yes. Half a century.
Right. That.
But
Well,
yeah, it did make me smile because if you've ever watched the video for The Look of Love from ABC, it's definitely got shades of that. And that video has always made me laugh quite a bit. So yeah, again, there's so many things that reference this movie that it is like a big cultural touchstone.
Sure.
So I was happy to like have those like boxes click in my brain as I watched this thing. So yeah,
totally.
and it's on Hoopla, so you can watch it for free and without commercials.
Hey, that's a bonus. All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. So did you check out any pieces of culture you've been meaning to see?
Well, thank you for asking. No, I would not consider them cultural blind spots because here's what I'm noticing. As I'm trying to do things around the house, like at the end of each day, the thing that I've been really into is Lego because I found out that there's a store in Issaquah that you can go to, not a sponsor, but it's called Bricks and Minifigs. And if you have old dusty sets that are sitting around your house and you're like, I don't need these, you can bring them to this store and they will actually give you money for the completed sets.
We have a Lego store in my neighborhood too, and it's like I can't remember what it's called, like Nothing But Bricks or something like that. And it's just like, how is this a store?
And the thing is,
but it's popular.
It's I went in during a time when like kids were still in school, like during the day. I was lugging in all these sets that between what the kids built when they were younger and then Charlie, who worked at the Lego store. And I was like, this place is poppin'. It was crazy. I walked away with $600 and I was like, oh, so wait, I have a whole bunch of sets that there's some pieces missing. So I've been putting them back together so that I can bring in more sets. And that has been something. And in a way, like, if you haven't done a Lego, I gotta tell you, I mean, I am a 55-year-old woman who is on the edge, like, should be popping Xanax. And it is a calming, like, experience that is absolutely bringing my cortisol levels down. It is creative. It's tactile. You got ADHD. I mean, Lego may be the perfect toy.
Well, I think Lego has, like, that company they have been just like, people need to study this in business school because they have really become masters of like marketing and just becoming a cultural icon. When I think about like the toys that existed when I was a kid that were popular, none of them are still around, but Lego is thriving. I mean, there's no Weeble Wobble store. There's no Lincoln Log store.
Nope.
There's
Spirograph.
Yeah. Tonka may still be a thing, but it's not like there's just a store that sells Tonka trucks.
Yep.
But Lego has managed to stay up with the times and continuously be popular.
And they have everything. And so that is sort of that's why I say it was sort of a cultural blind spot. Like I knew that it was like something that my kids liked and everything, but I was like, oh, this is like kind of a nice thing to do as an adult. But I've been trying to find something to watch while I do this. And there's a ton of things that I could mark off, but I was like, let me see some current things and see like, what's hip and happening. And it struck me that in a weird way, because so many things are streamed directly to or cast directly to the streaming services, like there's stuff out there that you have no idea about. Like I was like, there's a new movie with George Clooney. Like I can't believe that wasn't in theaters. And then like, other things. Like I haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters. Like that's become...
I mean, it is for kids.
It is, but there are people that like...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Labubu crowd is all over it.
Sure.
And the K-pop crowd. And then I have not started to watch, much to both of my daughter's chagrin, Heated Rivalry.
Okay.
Which you are unmoved by. However, there are...
It's just something that I haven't heard of before. I know
you say it's niche, but I feel like it's all over the place. And it is about professional hockey team and two former rivals on the team that become lovers. And so people are all over this and they're like, whoa.
Some people.
Okay.
It's pretty niche. But
I don't think
some
it's
people
niche.
are excited about it.
People are very excited about it. But it's just interesting that like the way that things have just changed in the world. I'm feeling old and cranky. Like what happened to, you watched TV and you heard about movies coming out and there was big premieres and they hit the big screen and, whatever. And now stuff is just sliding into my streaming services and I don't even know about it. So I feel like I am going through a current blind era. So thank God I'm going back and checking off boxes from past eras.
Yeah, you can go all the way back to 1962 like me.
Exactly. So anyway, there's a lot of content out there, people. Too much content. So if you feel like you can't stay current, then go step back in time. That's from Mary Poppins, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway.
I saw that as a kid, but I may have to revisit it.
Mary Poppins?
Yes.
That is a good one.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot in that one. And that is Dick Van Dyke, by the way.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and he's still alive, that man.
And he was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, too. I remember loving that as a kid.
That was a scary movie.
Flying car. That's pretty fun.
Well, okay, yes, that's one aspect. But like that guy, the child collector or whatever it was?
I've got, very... I feel like sometimes when I watch a movie, as soon as I'm done, it's gone. Like some stuff just really sticks with me, and then other stuff, it's like, what happened to that? It's just vapor.
Yeah, well,
like I also rewatched the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh,
which is the only Indiana Jones that I saw in theaters as a kid. And only thing I remembered about it is that Sean Connery plays his father in the movie. And nothing else. As I watched this, I'm like, I don't remember any of this. This is wild. But I know I remember seeing it because I saw it with my dad in the theater. And there was like a Nazi scene that I remembered.
Yeah.
But aside from that, nothing else. I was like, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Well,
and I was old enough to make memories. This is not like I was in the womb.
I was old enough to make memories.
Because I pretty much, I feel like after 3 years old or whatever, I've got a pretty good memory, but occasionally something just gets entirely pushed out. And this was one of those things, apparently.
I just think that there's some moment in time when there's a shift from internal experiences and how it processes for you, about you, only you, to outward, where there's other things that your memories and experiences are tethered to. So, like, if you saw the movie, then you were being what some people are trying to be in life, which is present in the moment, enjoying it, and it didn't stay with you. Like, that is, like, for some people, like nirvana, right? To just be present in the moment and enjoy the experience. And that's what you did. And so you didn't take it with you.
No.
So you have no memory.
No. But it was a fun movie to rewatch, especially since I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, and they have a funny banter between the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And hey, speaking of sports stories that would make a good movie or TV series, I saw a video on YouTube this last week. I think from a couple years back, actually, at this point, but just crazy. There, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's two guys in minor league baseball that are both named Brady Fiegel, and they look exactly alike. But
Really?
they are not related, and they both took DNA tests to find out, like, are we like twins? And maybe we should be playing for the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, okay.
Well, they are not related.
Okay.
And they have some similar DNA, some similar ancestry, as you would expect with, two guys with the same exact name who look exactly alike.
Yeah, and it's not like it's Jones.
No.
Like, that's a very specific last
No.
name.
But I feel like this is like a sitcom waiting to happen.
Yeah, like bosom buddies, baseball buddies.
Yes. Doppelganger, baseball something. So I don't, yeah.
I mean,
Doppel buddies.
I mean, I think we should do, what do they call it in the biz? Like, we should create a treatment for them.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
Are they still in minor league baseball?
Well, the video was from a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I haven't seen an update on this yet. But yeah, if you search Brady Fiegel, you'll see exactly what I'm talking
All
about.
right. How do you spell Fiegel?
Feigl.
Oh, okay.
And they both look alike. They both have the exact same name.
That's so
and they both
weird.
play minor league baseball.
I mean, it really does kind of need to be a thing. I mean,
Right.
it's a thing with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, who think that they're related. Apparently, the mom,
Right.
we
yeah.
talked about this, I think,
Yeah.
got around a little bit.
Yep.
And I actually followed up and read about it. And the reason, like, Woody Harrelson is down with doing the DNA test, but Matthew McConaughey feels like it might be disrespectful to the man that raised him as his father. I'm like, I mean, I don't think he's alive anymore. So, like,
And well,
I
you
get it.
complicated emotions.
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
No
But
doubt.
yeah, okay. Well, we're going to have to work on a treatment for that in all of our free time.
Yes.
So there you go. All right. We probably need to take a break here.
We definitely do.
Okay, let's do it. And then when we come back, we'll talk about our topic from the Wheel o' Topics.
Stay tuned. This is Eric Ryder reminding you to follow us on Facebook. We're at Don't Ask Me to Talk, and we're on Instagram, again, at Don't Ask Me to Talk. We'd love to hear from you, so check us out on social media and leave us a comment, leave us a like. Remember, you can always email us directly at asking@don'taskmetotalk.com or leave us a voicemail or text at 475-999-2726. That's 475-999-2726.
Don't ask me to talk.
And we're back right here on Don't Ask Me to Talk. I'm Eric Ryder.
Hey, I am Stacey Heller, and I just learned a little bit more about the Feigl guys.
The two Brady Feigls that both played minor league baseball. Apparently, one of them went on to play with the Pittsburgh Pirates, but not for a long time. So apparently neither of them, they're both good enough to be minor league baseball
which
players.
Which is really good.
Which is really great.
Let's be clear.
Yes, but they're also both not so good that they continued on to the major league.
Right. So they might need to do, I suggested maybe it's like Feigl Fudge or Feigl Finance.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like a sitcom where they open an ice cream parlor or something would be fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, they could do Sundays in a helmet. You know how when you go to a game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's their shtick.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll work on that treatment. In the meantime, it's that time of the show.
Yes, it's that time of the show where we talk about our top topic of the week as selected for us by the Wheel of Topics. Now, last week, I said that what the Wheel of Topic picked, which was overrated daily pee. And you said, I don't know what that is, and I did not know what it was either. And then you were going to do some research and tell us. So not only are you going to tell us what the topic is actually supposed to be, but you're going to tell us what the inspo was behind putting that on the wheel in the first place.
I am going to do that. So it is actually overrated daily rituals. So it looked like a P, but it was an R. So you might want to get your eyes checked. You know, that letter is often tricky in the eye test.
Well, I might have said R. I'm just
right.
off the top of my head here from last week.
I
remembered it was truncated.
There you go.
This is not like The Last Crusade where I didn't remember anything. I remembered like 99% of this.
There you go. Excellent. So we've come very far. So that's what the topic is. And this was inspired by friends of mine. I am in a text thread with a whole bunch of gals that at this point are like family. And, you know, we'll go through periods where they're talking about what vitamins they take, or they're like, you know, I've taken to wearing a weighted vest when I go walking because, you know, women of a certain age, we need to do weight-bearing exercises. Or they talk about doing their morning ritual. Like I am friends with another whole group of people that are more into the mystical, the meditation type vibe. And so they have a morning practice, they call it, where they maybe do something called automatic writing, or they, you know, pull a card for the day or whatever it is. So there's all these rituals that people have. And you could make an argument that like brushing your teeth is part of your daily ritual. Which that just seems like it's health and well-being, right?
Yeah.
But then there's other things that it's like, all right, you really need to do that? Like, what is that about? Like some of these things that are in my friend group, I am not vocal about some of these things, but like they've become very much part of their daily ritual. Like I mentioned to you when we were talking about this earlier, like people are using the gua sha stones. And if you don't know what it is, folks, like look it up, but it's part of, you looked it up, it's part of sort of ancient Chinese culture and care where you take
I don't know if it's ancient, but
smooth, I think it's pretty old, like you take a smooth stone and
it's like a jade roller that you rub on your face.
Yep. And it moves like fluid and through your lymph nodes, and, you know, it can help like your facial shape and move stuff, and I don't know what it does. As you can tell, I'm not super vested in it.
And it sounds like the old school version of the new thing. Well, I say it's new, but I feel like they've tried this before, but they're bringing it back. Is these masks that do infrared radiation on your face,
right?
For
I'm
some reason,
sure
but look really weird. You look like you're, you know, Jason or whatever.
Right.
We're gonna kill some
Jason
people.
with a black or with a back red light.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, there's just some daily rituals that I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I went into this one knowing what they are, or having a predetermined view of it, like things that are sort of trendy. I'm like, yeah, that's going to fall off and that's not going to be a thing. You know, and then I think there's some of us that are almost superstitious. Like it's like every day you have to like do this as part of your daily ritual because you're convinced, speaking of like rituals and superstitions, like baseball players, talking about the
Right.
Feigls, like it's like I can't, wash these socks for the duration of this run.
Yes, if you're on a winning streak,
Right.
yeah, people get suspicious.
Right. So
Yeah.
people, it's like, oh, every day I have to like tap the toaster twice or whatever it is. I don't know. But I just thought there's a lot of daily rituals that people have, and like,
Yep.
what are some things that we feel like you don't really need to waste your time doing that?
Like all of those things, I think.
Well, yeah, there's that.
But what's your morning ritual like? I can tell you mine. It's very basic. I get up, take a shower, brush my teeth, go downstairs, feed the dog. And sometimes it's not in this exact order, but feed the dog, make some tea, gather together what I need to go to work, like my wallet, keys, phone, fruit, and then go get in the car and drive to work. So I feel like it's a very basic thing, but my self-care part of this is the shower and also sleeping in as long as I possibly can, cutting out all fat from the morning, so that I can try and get some more sleep so I don't snap at any more ladies trying to collect money
No!
from me.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you have like an afternoon ritual? Like, do you have to have like caffeine in the afternoon or like any other?
I try and do all the caffeine in the morning, and then, it spills over into the afternoon because I wake up a little later because my schedule. So I'm getting up more like 9:30, but I'm trying to be done with caffeine by, say, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
But occasionally I need that extra boost because I didn't get enough sleep the night before. And then it's like it's one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where you end up, staying up longer than you want to because you're wired on caffeine because you had the caffeine to, I swallowed the fly to catch the whatever, swallowed the frog to catch the fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's one of those things, So, yeah, try and even things out on the weekend.
I mean, that's just balance.
Yes.
Are there any things that it's like, oh, this is silly? Like, do you wash your face at night before you go to bed?
No.
I don't either. And like,
I shower every day.
I don't get that dirty. And
Right.
I wash my hands all the time. And it's funny.
Yeah.
Like
I wash my hands every time.
Right.
In the bathroom, sure.
Right. And like just other times in general.
Yeah.
And I will tell
food
you,
prep or whatever, yeah.
as a woman, it's like I have been like shamed for not. Now, let me say this. A lot of other women wear makeup.
Yes.
And so that makes sense because you're adding oils and you're adding stuff to your skin. And so
Right.
you probably want to take it off at the end of the day. I really don't wear any makeup.
How about a moisturizer?
I wear a moisturizer.
Okay, so do I, and I put that on usually while I'm driving or when I get to work.
Yep.
And yeah.
But I'm not wearing other makeup. And
Same.
so I'm like, I don't really need to take anything off because there's nothing on. And sometimes I remember to like, I'll use a like micellar water and clean off my face if it feels a little extra greasy or something. But, I'm like, I don't need to do that. And so like, that's something where I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it if you're wearing makeup.
Yeah.
But if you don't, I'm like, stop shaming me. Stop making me feel bad about the fact that I don't wash my face at night, people.
Are they shaming you or have you just,
I'm
you
feeling
figured it
shamed.
out? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're not. It's just people are like, ew, like you don't? I mean, your face. And like,
well, anytime you enters into it, then yes.
Right.
It's kind of like the cultural blind spot thing where people like just can't help but go, what?
Right.
You
haven't seen that?
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, oh, all of the like environmental, like, this and that and so on and so forth. Like, and I'm like, okay, you don't need to make me feel bad.
Yeah, no, I get that. And there is a case to be made. about, I mean, we've got toxic fumes in the air all the live long day. So,
I was raised on them.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I don't know. I also think there's an argument to be made that, it's like, I don't know, like touch a germ or two, and then maybe you won't instantly get sick.
Yeah, but there's a difference between germs and pollution.
No, I know. But my point being, like, if we completely isolate ourselves from everything, then we're
Right.
prepared for nothing.
Sure.
That's a whole different, that's a wheel topic. And then, there's other rituals that people have, like they park in the same parking spot and
Right.
things that become like, oh, I have to do this or my day's not going to go right and things like that. And I'm
Well,
like,
it seems like some things are about self-care.
mhm.
And if you're doing something that makes you happy
Mhm.
or sets you up for a good day, that's a good thing, I would think, regardless of whether we think it's silly. That's a good thing. If you're doing something out of superstition, that seems like you may be wasting your time and energy there. But if it's not hurting anybody else, then so be it. But certainly superstition can go way too far.
Yeah, it can. And I don't want to downplay, like, there are folks out there that legitimately have OCD. That diagnosis gets thrown around a lot, where people are like, oh my gosh, I have OCD. Like, all of my clothes have to, like, go in color order. No, that does not mean that you have OCD. Like, stop minimizing the people that do have it.
Right.
And, those folks, very often what's accompanied with that diagnosis is lots of sort of like habits and tics and that kind of thing. I'm not talking about that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm talking about the stuff.
There should be some less medical term for those of us that can become a little too focused on something to the point where it's like, really, we have to tell ourselves, hey, this is not important. I can pick this up later, because I do that. It's like I'll be up way later than I need to be, like trying to fix something because I'm in the middle of it,
Right.
and
Me with my Lego.
Yeah. And it's like, what's going to happen if I pick this up the next day? Nothing. I can do it. But I really have to tell myself that, because otherwise I'll just be like, gosh darn the thing, and just like continuing to work on it or whatever.
Well, and that's
and that can go for like
ADHD thing.
media or, like any kind of thing, There is, some minor obsession thing that's not necessarily where you need to seek counseling or, take medication for it, but it's still something where you have to really kind of focus
Right.
on what's important in life.
Because it can also, like, some of these daily rituals that you have, like, it can also be an addiction thing. Like, I need to, scroll on social media, or I need to do, whatever it is. And those kinds of things. I mean, we're going to all the dark places. Like, really, the conversation was really more inspired by some of these dumb things that, frankly, my friend group are doing that, change just as quickly as, I don't know, whatever shade of makeup they're buying.
Right.
And that it's silly. But, there are some things out there that, like, you will be okay. Like, if there's something that you're doing that isn't making you happy or making you healthy, and you're doing it, like, I don't know, in the words of Elsa, Anna, whoever, let it go.
Sure.
Like, let it go. Let it go. I don't know. I mean, like, you don't have to get the mail every day, by the way, people. Like, you could get it every couple days.
Yeah, but maybe there's something important in there.
Well, then there's something important, so you get it. But otherwise, it's mostly junk.
Could
All
be-
right,
could be a
sounds
bill.
like somebody has a ritual of getting the mail every day.
I get the mail. I mean, with all the theft out there, you're going to really run the risk of having your bills kidnapped by somebody and potentially data harvesting your stuff, stealing your identity. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no.
You can start a new life.
Well,
South of the border.
Exactly.
Stacy's not just going to Texas.
Right. Hey, y'all.
She's going to South Texas.
Right. I'm
Mexico.
Exactly. No, I mean, obviously, no, I don't want those things to happen, but mine is not in an old-fashioned mailbox. It's in a locked-up thing, and
I just saw a news story about, one of those that got, the whole mailbox got stolen.
But like, we do mostly paperless.
Well, that's good too.
So, I mean, I don't know. Well, there you go. See, we ended on the whole point is that, I mean, does that have to be part of your daily ritual? Like, maybe you just need to, like, get home that extra minute early.
Well, what if you ordered something and it arrived? You want it sitting out there? No, you want to go get it and start enjoying your new life with your new item.
Yeah. I mean, yes, but I don't need to go the next day when my items arrived.
Well, maybe there's another item.
Well, maybe I don't shop that much, Eric.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree on this. So obviously,
no, I think
we've proven the point.
I think we've solved it.
I think we have.
Yes.
I think we have.
Let's find out what we're talking about next week.
Let's do it
on the big show. Oh wow! I mean, we are really just kind of in full-on resolution mode.
Yeah.
2026, new you, new life, new you kind of thing with these topics. 3 words about self. Self what?
Oh, pick 3 words to describe yourself.
Oh, okay. I thought this was going to be another self-care thing.
I don't think so. I'll have to look.
3 words. That'll be quick. All right. So
yeah.
I'm going to have to watch an extra movie or something this week. So we got something to fill up that time.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem. I mean, don't ask us to talk.
That's right.
All right. Hey, everybody, have a great week. I hope that you check off something on your cultural blind spot list.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you should.
And if you've got a fun morning ritual or something that really puts a smile on your face and gets you started on a great day, shoot us an email asking at don'taskusttotalk.com. We'd love to hear from you and your take on daily rituals.
It's asking at don'taskmetotalk.com.
What did I say?
You said us.
Okay, well, sorry about that, folks.
You know what? Why don't you just shout no?
No!
There you go. Perfect way to end it. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Talk.